But it's interesting that Pepsi did this. Coke isn't going to do this. Coke's too much in their own rear end with AI and just the brand being so like significant. Pepsi has dropped 2 new sodas in a new line that was probably just gonna be these 2 flavors. That is their prebiotic colas with a cherry vanilla and their signature Pepsi flavor. Should big name brands jump into prebiotic sodas? Let's go and find out. Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Fast Talk, the fast food show where I talk about fast food, talk faster about name brands doing prebiotic sodas. Because now a lot of these prebiotic sodas are popping up at places, are they then a name brand if they're showing up at Walmart? Since it's a mainstream place, I'm not sure. But it's interesting that Pepsi did this. Coke isn't going to do this. Coke's too much in their own rear end with AI and just the brand being so like significant that they don't want to try anything new or different. It's kind of frustrating. Like this shumbling shell. Well, Pepsi strives to innovate with stuff like this, and their couple of flavors on the Soda Shop brand. That is something they did like a couple years ago and then disappeared like weirdly because I thought that was going to last way longer than it did. I'm intrigued by this. Let's go ahead and taste these. So I found these at Meijer. They actually, weirdly enough, were selling the single cans. I really thought they were going to do it in a pack, and I really didn't want to get a whole pack of it, especially if I didn't like it. But they had single cans up at the front coolers and in the back, but only of the regular cola. It was really weird. Let's take a look at smell-wise, very much like any other cola. That's the other thing. I think Pepsi took way too long trying to get into the cola game. And here's the thing. I think Pepsi took way too long getting into the prebiotic soda game. I feel like a couple years ago, they really should have dropped this. But maybe they thought the metric market wasn't going to last. Maybe they thought it was going to fall in, and it didn't. Actually, it's very popular. That is very sweet. Like a bunch of different colas. It is like, especially with the prebiotic sodas. There's nothing about it. The sweetener they use just intensifies that sweetness. CV extract, yeah, like every other prebiotic soda. That is very sweet. It is good, but does it capture Pepsi? That's my weird thing with this is with it being Pepsi has a certain flavor. This has a certain flavor. It's very sweet. Does it have the feel and vibe of Pepsi? I think it's lost because of, again, that amount of sweetness in it. It's not bad though. You know what this really reminds me of? Those nitrogen infused colas. Me and a Coker, we smashed those things. Those things were so good. That's really what this reminds me of. Just the vibe, the color, and everything. Which I gotta talk about that. The can designs, which it's, I'd say, a really nice can design. And again, it brings me back a lot to those nitrous charged Pepsis, which should come back. I love it. It's this sleek white. It has the feel of like, not really that paperiness of it. Like it does feel like prebiotic soda can design. I love the tabs. That's a really solid design all over. 10 out of 10 on the can design. But yeah, overall, I really like this one. I gotta give this a good 8 out of 10. We'll see how the cherry one goes. Or I'm sorry, the prebiotic cola cherry vanilla. Could have just put cherry vanilla. We would have known the prebiotic on there. I don't know. It's weird. That one's not that good. It's syrupy and sweet like the Pepsi one, but it's really a flavor. Like it just feels like the criticism of, mainly of another thing I've tried recently. Check the video here is C4's cherry cola, which it's very syrupy. It's very sweet. There's a cherry flavor, but it's not that enjoyable. It's like if you left it outside all day. It doesn't capture the flavor very well. I don't think I've ever had a prebiotic cherry cola of any sort. It's yeah, that one's disappointing. But the main cola I'm actually quite grown fond of. On a mid-to scale for that one, just as the thing as a whole, it's about a 5. I like both of these flavors for different reasons and other things. I love to see other companies do this. I love Pepsi to do signature flavors in this style, in the Pepsi branding with this. Do a vanilla one. Do like other ones. You can't really do too many, but will PepsiCo do prebiotic flavors of other things? Apparently there's a rumor of Naked, like this weird sub-branding that's in the company, doing a Mountain Dew, like I'm saying there, and then Pepsi could be prebiotic colas. What else does Pepsi own they can do prebiotic flavors with? I'd love to see this go line wide and try different things. I think that's really cool, and it helps Pepsi kind of survive as people are more health conscious, and they'll get more into the Whole Foods, other places. Maybe they not be before. If I've seen Pepsi and Cola at Whole Foods, it's really weird. I like the idea of this. I love that Pepsi is embracing what's popular and new and not making it look painful. 10 out of 10 can't recommend. Or I can recommend. Yeah. I knew what I was trying to say. Hey, you made it to the end of the video. I appreciate you getting this far. Please consider leaving a like, comment, and subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. Follow me at social media at FT_Fast Talk Food Reviews. And if you also want to check out some other stuff I'm working on, I got a podcast, a long distance podcast. Links are down below. Follow me again at FT_Fast Talk Food Reviews and Pizza Party Pod, respectively. Guys, have a good rest of your day. Stay weird, stay faithful. Peace.